All right, let's look at the homework 1.5, problem number 8. All right, let's evaluate this limit right here. All right. All right, so first thing you should do is just to plug in the number. So if you plug in -8 for t, -8 minus 8, so you can see that the numerator approaches 0. All right. Then if you plug in -8 here, so -8 squared is 64, and then you have a plus 16 times, well, I can't even do it, but so let's see, 64, right? And then if you plug in -8 here, so it's going to be negative. Let's see, if 6 times 8 is 48, and 8 times 1 is 8, so it's 128, right? So 64 minus 128 plus 64 is going to be 0. So as we expected, the numerator also approaches 0, right? So when you have 0 over 0, then we have work to do. All right, so we're going to have to look for a common factor. All right, so luckily the denominator can be factored out as, all right, it's going to be t plus 8 quantity squared. All right, you can see that the 2 times 8 gives you 16. 8 squared is 64. So we have that. All right, so we can at least cancel one of the factors. All right, so we can cancel here. Let's see let's use red here. All right, t plus 8 on top. All right, you have two of those because it's squared, so we can cancel one of them. So you scratch the square. All right, so this limit simplifies to limit as t approaches -8. All right, so this is gone, so it's going to be just 1. And then we're going to have a t plus 8. And we have that. All right, then we have this. So as t approaches -8, so you can see that the denominator is going to approach 0. So in this case, I'm going to do this so that we can answer this question. What do you think happens when you do take the limit of 1 over t plus 8 as t approaches -8 from the positive side, right? And also you look at the limit and 1 over t plus 8 as t approaches -8 from the negative side, right? So we can split this into two, one-sided limit. All right, and of course, if you plug in, so 1's going to be 1. All right, -8 plus 8 is going to be 0. Right, but since this one is a right-hand limit, so you can think of it as t being slightly bigger than -8. So if you add that, so it's going to be slightly positive. Right, so 1 divided by slightly positive 0 is going to be a huge but positive. Right, then if you do left-hand limit, so it's going to be 1 over 0. But here, since it's a left-hand limit, t being slightly smaller than -8, so it's going to be -8, something slightly smaller than -8 plus 8 is going to be slightly negative. So it's going to -infinity, right? Since left-hand limit and right-hand limit do not agree with each other, so we know that the limit does not exist. Actually, since it's an infinite limit, it doesn't exist anyway. But so does not exist. All right, so let's type it in. All right, answer is D and E. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.